Victoria are tackling your most pressing decor questions. The audience had questions. So Jennifer, we're going to let you ask your question first. What would you like to ask these two?
Where do I start with redecorating my whole kitchen, basically? I'd love to have it be a bit more practical. I have a young daughter, so the kitchen, like eating space, is really important to me. I had a designer come. They suggested putting the kitchen all along the wall, but then the sink would be there with no window. I'd have my back to everything, so just wondering what you think I should do.
She needs some layout help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Jennifer.
So, you know, I did know that you had somebody come in and look at the space beforehand, and what you were talking about was that what they had suggested was actually, ooh, look at my straight line. Actually suggested
It's hard to draw
it's
like that.
hard
You're doing well.
to do upper cabinets here and then complete and do lower cabinets here. So really extend the kitchen out. That's essentially what you have done here by positioning the furniture that you've done here. But I like that idea because what that is actually going to do is to give a more minimalist look. It's going to continue the same lines that you have, give you the added storage, give you the added base cabinets. You can still have the eat-in here, but it's really going to look a lot cleaner and a lot more streamlined. Yeah. I know one of the other questions that you had was this wall. Yeah. You wanted to blow it out. I love that idea because I think now it's very much about, you know, entertaining. You have people over, right? Yeah. You want to have people over. You want to be able to be in the living room, be in the kitchen. And I think, you know, being able to also maybe do a bigger island. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I actually did a kitchen that was very similar in style and layout. And what we did is we added an island here. Let me see if I can do a straight line. Probably not.
It's not easy.
An island, but then here at the end, we're going to make this into a table. So you're actually, it's going to look way better than this if you actually do it.
I get it.
Actually, if you go to my Instagram, I have a picture of almost exactly this. So it's an island and then a tabletop that's attached to the island because I don't think you'd be able to do both because it is a bit small from here to the window and you want proper circulation.
So like a two-tier.
Yes, exactly. And you could still have like at least a 4-seater. And then I would center then the range on the kitchen and then you get some symmetry going. So range in the middle, upper cabinet on either side, and then I would put the sink in the island.
That's
so
what I was going to ask you.
To the living room.
Okay. And that way you're looking out and you can see your baby girl, right? Because she doesn't want her back to the baby. I know. Love that. Okay, great question, Jennifer. Thank you for that. We've got Shirley also in our audience. And look what we brought for you, Shirley. 2 experts waiting to redecorate your house. What would you like to ask Shai and Victoria?
Hi, I'm Shirley, and this is my living room. I'm actually buying my mom's house, my childhood home, and as you can see, it was decorated in about the 80s, and I'd like some suggestions on updating it, color, style, whatever you have to tell me.
We lived through this, Shirley. We know. I might still have that in my parents' house.
The balloon.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, as we're talking about it, window treatments is such a good way to update your space. So actually by taking curtains or draperies on either side of the window, right now you're actually blocking the window. Natural light is the best accessory in any room. So if you remove this sofa and play with the layout and then get some beautiful curtains that can be opened up and so you can see outside, I think that would be great. And then, is there any pieces in here that you're tied to? Like, is there any furniture items that you really, really love that you want to reuse?
Open to changing everything.
Everything, okay. Because sometimes it is nice to reupholster some older pieces. I can see like a little bit of chair here. Reupholstering a chair, it has some meaning to you, and then mixing that in with more modern pieces.
Absolutely. I think so. I think also, you know, I feel like I grew up in this space, except there was plastic on the furniture. So I feel you. This over here, so you have this kind of divide. So this is the entrance, right? The entrance into the home. So you have this kind of mid-century thing that they used to do back in the day where they used to divide the room into the entrance. I love the idea of doing that because I still think it gives a divide, but what I'm noticing is that the base part of it is actually closed. It's a cabinet. I would actually take that out, and instead, I would actually do just well, if I can draw, I would actually do just linear posts going all the way down. And so you still have that divide, you still have that visual divide, but it's not blocked from the bottom up. So it gives you that feeling of there's the living room, here's the entrance, but you still have that divide and everything else that Victoria said.
Yeah, that's very nice. And also, I know, Vic, you're going to tell them, put the furniture on the rug.
Yes.
Right? Make a
Yes.
conversational area. It doesn't have to be, the furniture doesn't have to be backed onto the walls there. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, one other thing that I would say, and I don't know if you said this. So right now you have the drapery, where the drapery is actually in the window frame. What you can absolutely do, because you have this small kind of wall here, is what we do is sometimes as designers, we put the curtains and we actually hang them all the way over. So then that way it gives the illusion that your window is wider than it actually is. This is a dead space anyway. You're not using it. So if the curtain panel is actually covering it, nobody knows what's behind it.
If I don't jump in now, we're just going to keep going.
That's right.
So there are your answers. Keep your questions coming, cityline.tv.